Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For this tutorial, I wanted to create a look using the Lora Mega Pro 3 palette. So yeah, if you guys would like to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. Well, hello everyone. Let's get started with this tutorial by toning our skin here. I'm using the DERMALOGICA toner. Then we're going to go in with some eye cream here. This is by Bobbi Brown. And now because I want a more dewy, luminous finish to the skin, I'm going in with the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Moisturizer. We're just going to work that onto the skin momentarily. So you have a little bit of sensitivity this afternoon here, as you can tell by some of that redness all over the skin. Then we're going to go in with the Too Faced Lip Injection, really dig in this. If my lips do feel a little dry, it does kind of sting a little bit more than usual. Stinging. Then we're going to go in with my favorite Smashbox Primer Water. It's going to be time to replenish soon. Then we're going to go an extra step here with the Tarte Powerless primer, and I'm applying that on my T-zone area. Now the reason why I'm doing this extra step is because throughout the day I do find that I get a little bit more oily on my T-zone area. Now we're going to go in with my tried and true Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I am in the shade Warm Beige. I really just like to tap this onto the skin. Don't mind the blemish. And I'm going to pounce a beauty blender to blend the foundation onto the skin. And once I've blended the first layer of foundation onto my skin, I do like to go in with a second layer on areas that I find are giving me a little bit of an issue, say for example blemishes or pigmentation from previous breakouts. And voila, we have our foundation applied. Then we're going to go in with some concealer here. I'm using two shades of the Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. I am using the shades Neutral, Medium Neutral, and Medium Light Neutral here. And I'm going to blend that onto the skin using the Beauty Blender. I've got to say that I have been using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer religiously since it came out. But for this tutorial, I reverted back to the Naked Skin Concealer, and I've got to say it's one of my absolute favorites. And now we're going to set our concealer with the Marc Jacobs Mirage Filter. I'm going to use the banana powder in the palette here to set the under eye and wherever I place concealer on the skin. And I've got to say that I have been going back and forth between this powder and the Anastasia Beverly Hills Banana Powder, and the Marc Jacobs Mirage Filter Banana Powder is definitely my favorite. Now I'll do my brows off camera. Now we'll move on to the eyes. We'll be using the Lora Mega Pro 3 palette. Love all of the shades here. And to start the eye look, I'm taking the shade Crepe with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm focusing the shade primarily on the brow bone. Next, I'm taking the shade Toffee on a Morphe brush, and I'm placing that shade onto the crease as my first transition color. I didn't really like how the Morphe brush was applying the shade onto the crease, so I reverted back to my Sigma Fluffy blending brush. Next, we're going to go in with the shade Pecan, and we're going to use a fluffy blending brush to blend this all over the crease. And then we'll focus the shade primarily at the outer crease. And now we'll go in with a shading brush with the shade Tool, and we're going to apply that shade all over the lid. It took me a while to reach the desired intensity in the color that I wanted, but I do overall really like the pigmentation of this specific color. Now here I'm blending with a fluffy brush so that we don't have such an intense line of demarcation between the matte and shimmery shades. And for our lower lash line, we're going to repeat the steps that we did for our crease. We're going to go in with Toffee and Pecan. And for our outermost lower lash line, we're going to go in with the shade Walnut. And with the shader brush, I went back in with Crepe and I applied that all over the brow bone to further highlight the brow bone. Now we're going to go in with the Colourpop Mr.Bing eyeliner. And we're also going to tightline with this shade here. And that is the eye look so far. And now we're going to apply some mascara and some false lashes. And now to bronze the skin, I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep Matte Bronzer. And here I'm using a Real Techniques brush to apply the bronzer underneath the cheekbones and on the perimeter of the forehead. Now for blush, this has definitely got to be my favorite blush of the season. This is by Tarte and it's in the shade Risque. And for our highlight today, we're going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Sun Dipped Glow Kit. And we're going to be using the shades Moonstone and Summer. And I'm using a Morphe blush to apply that on the highest points of my cheeks here, as well as my chin and right above the brows. Love, love, love. Now for the lips, we're going to be going in with a Colourpop Ultra Matte Lipstick, and this is in the shade Notion. And I am totally digging this color. I think it's got to be one of my favorite colors for the season. And that is the final look. That is a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!